Christian, you've been able to avoid turnovers and interceptions in your first 2 starts. What was different about today?
Just didn't feel like myself. Didn't play the type of football, the level of football that I want to play, that I want to showcase. So definitely got to go back, watch the film. But just made too many mistakes out there today, and a lot of it I should have just either taken a sack or scrambled. So it's all on me. I take full responsibility for it, but just got to move on, get better, and just learn. Won't be the last time I do something like this. Hopefully it's the last one.
You showed a lot of progress, in your first 2 starts, and then, this one obviously wasn't your day.
Mm-hmm.
How do you make sure you don't allow this game to derail your progress as this team's quarterback?
You just gotta learn from it. Like I said, you gotta watch the film. You gotta really understand where you went wrong, what you could do, and then you gotta implement it in practice. So I'm excited for the opportunity next week. Excited to build off of this. So just one step ahead every single day.
What are you going to say to your teammates after this game? What are you going to say to inspire them and have them again trust you to be their quarterback after the game you had today?
Yeah, I mean, like all the guys on the sideline, they had my back. Obviously, like I felt terrible. I felt like it was on me today that our offense wasn't producing. But I know the guys have my back. I know that we're all focused on next week, and there's no quit in this team. So super excited to attack next week with these guys, and I wouldn't trade this roster with any other roster in the country.
Thank you.
Christian, you guys had a few third down chances early that weren't converted. I think it was 3 drives in a row where you guys eventually had to punt it away. Were those just simple lack of execution? Was the play not there that you thought would be there? Can you kind of walk through that little stretch right there?
I mean, I can't remember exactly what we ran, what we called. I'd have to look at the film and see if we executed or not, what type of defense they played. But at the end of the day, we just have to make plays, especially when you're at Notre Dame playing a great team like them. You just got to make plays, and I felt like I was just not putting the ball where it needed to be today. So.
You've had, I think, 6 offensive line units different starting in 8 games. I mean, when you have that much shuffling going on up front, how tough does that make things? And, what did you think of your line's play today?
Well, it's not easy for any team to, go through what we've gone through up front. But I think, that room is so resilient. They're so confident in each other, and the love they have for each other is just, it's astonishing. So to see guys get their opportunities, and there's no fear in that group. They just know that, hey, we're down a couple guys, but guys have to step up, and it's definitely the right mentality in that room.
Christian, Gavin has been a big producer when he gets the football, but it seems like he just hasn't been getting it a lot. What goes behind that? Is the look just not there? Are the play calls focusing more on getting the receivers ball in space? Is it a combination of those 2 things? What's leading to him just kind of not being involved in the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, I think it's all about depending on the scheme, the progression, and then the coverage. There's a lot of factors that go into who's getting the ball.
Yeah.
Obviously today we're trying to get the ball in the playmakers' hands, like our skill guys like Bub, Tay, Kenny, Dede. But there were a couple plays where I felt like, looking back on the film, I'll definitely be like, hey, I could have gone off the first read and gone to the tight end here, stuff like that. So Gavin's a great player. Obviously we got to utilize him, but it always depends on what the defense is giving us, what we're running, and so yeah, it's tough to answer that question, but obviously you want to give him the ball because he's a great player.
How about a couple more?
With Florida State coming to town, how do you flush this quickly and get your eyes set on a top 5 team?
It was just a regular Sunday. You come in, you lift, you watch the film, then you move on. I think we're all excited for the opportunity, and I don't think any of us are going to be like, man, we got our butts whooped by Notre Dame. I think we're going to be like, hey, it is what it is. Sometimes you have bad days, but we got to come in the office tomorrow. Just move on, and like I said, one step forward every day.
Christian, other than the pressure you were facing, was there anything else that was hindering your ability to see the field and see the things that you think you should have been seeing?
I think it was just me, honestly. I felt like early on in the game, I was kind of rushed. My footwork wasn't matching up with either my eyes or my progression. So I definitely felt like I could have calmed down and done a lot of things better. But the 4 interceptions are all on me. Definitely plays I could have made, either another progression or scrambling, something like that. So I think it's just about getting back to who I am, just being comfortable, being confident. So excited about next week.
Christian, thank you very much.